Good evening, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is October 7th, 2023. And I shared a little bit about this in my video earlier today, but I want to do a special video on this, just covering this one piece of information. And I want to focus on this because this is a major sign for the world. It's a major sign for the church, and it's a major sign for the rapture that is very soon after this news is coming out. Many people do not know who Loren Cunningham is, but I want to share with you a little bit about who Loren Cunningham is and the importance of this man and this personality in the Christian world. YWAM founder Loren Cunningham has passed away, and he has added one more stamp to his well-worn passport: heaven. Okay, now Loren Cunningham founded Youth with a Mission. And it goes on to say, this article written by CBN goes on to say, Youth with a Mission founder and international chancellor of YWAM's University of the Nations, Loren Cunningham, lost his battle to stage 4 cancer on Friday. Cunningham's staff shared in a web statement, Loren was the first person in history to travel to every sovereign nation on earth, all dependent countries, and more than 100 territories and islands for the sake of Christ and the Great Commission. Now he has added one more stamp to his well-worn passport: heaven. Okay, this in and of itself is a huge sign. Jesus told us this is a sign of the end, and we need to understand Matthew 24:14. This gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. Okay, there are many people that still believe today that there are places in the world, nations in the world, that have not received the gospel of Jesus Christ, and that the end cannot come yet because this portion of these prophecies has not been fulfilled. But this is a sign not only to the church but to the world that the gospel has reached all the nations. Loren Cunningham, on his own, by himself, one man, one person, this is the first person in history to travel to every sovereign nation on earth, all dependent countries, more than 100 territories and islands for the sake of Christ and the Great Commission. He did not go as a spectator or as a tourist, just visiting, every country on earth. I'm sure there are people that have done that. He went as a ambassador of Christ. He went to fulfill the Great Commission. He went to preach and to share Christ in every nation on earth. One man by himself, The gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. Okay, so who can say now that this scripture has not been fulfilled? This scripture has been fulfilled. We are watching the fulfillment of this scripture. This is a stamp on this scripture that the gospel has been preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and now the end is coming. The death of Loren Cunningham is confirming to us, and this is a guarantee stamp that this prophecy has been fulfilled. The gospel has been preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations. The death of Loren Cunningham confirms it. Dying on October 6th. Dying at 88 years old. 88. I have been sharing with you about the birth eclipse October 14th of 2023. An eclipse that's in the constellation of Virgo. It's a woman clothed with the sun, giving birth to a child. And this eclipse comes across the Americas, right across Corpus Christi, exactly at noon. The sun will go down at noon, comes across the Panama Birth Canal. And the last city in Brazil to see this eclipse is Natal, Brazil, which means the birth or the birthplace. Natal. Okay, the birth eclipse, I've been sharing with you about this. Loren Cunningham died on October 6th at 88 years old, 8 days before the birth eclipse. This gospel has been preached in all the world to all nations as a testimony, and then the end will come. Loren Cunningham is the confirmation that the gospel has been preached to every nation. There is nobody that has done this ever before. One person preaching in every nation on earth. And now this giant in the faith has passed. The end is coming. This is a sign of the end. I am sharing with you a very important prophetic update. I wanted to give you this information. I wanted to share this link with you. Okay. I am a former YWAMer, and I have met Loren Cunningham personally. He was at one of our banquets. I was at YWAM Minneapolis. Loren came to our annual banquet and shared and spoke, and I met him once personally. And what an honor and a privilege that was for me. And yet, here is the news. Here is the news. He has passed. Okay? The first person in history to travel every sovereign nation on earth, all dependent countries, more than 100 territories and islands for the sake of Christ and the Great Commission. This gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. I pray you are blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.